Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well on this lovely day, whatever day it happens to be uploaded on. I'm not entirely sure yet. Whatever day it is, I hope you're having a grand old time. So today I'm going to be reviewing the NIKKIETUTORIALS X Beautybay palette. We have it here. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm just going to dive into it. I'm going to do my best Nikkie inspired review video. I'm going to be completely upfront and honest. I am not paid, I am not sponsored, I am not nothing. This is my completely unbiased review of this product. Obviously I'm a huge fan of Nikkie, I'm a huge fan of Beautybay, but I will be honest when it comes to makeup products. I'll be honest when it comes to any product. I have not yet delved deeply into this and put it on my eyeballs yet, or anywhere else on my face for that matter. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Obviously, I have been a fan of NIKKIETUTORIALS for a while, and by a while I mean literal years. Remember when she used to just wear concealer on her face and said it would like a really thin layer of powder, and now she is the queen of full beat glam. So it has been kind of something that I have wondered if she would ever do again, if she would ever bring a palette out, because like when you think of NIKKIETUTORIALS, you think of the eyeshadow. That's what I think of anyway. Like obviously you think of the highlighter, but I've always wanted her to come out with another palette and come out with a palette with a good brand, one that supports her. In terms of Beautybay, I buy literally, I honestly do think most of my online makeup purchases come from Beautybay, because I really do think they're a great company. Actually, their makeup line are some of the best products out there. I think it's always a worry when a makeup supplier chooses to start a line of makeup, because you think, are they just doing it just to say that they've got a makeup line and try and weasel the brands that they stock out of business? But I really don't think that's what it's about with Beautybay. Their products are so well made and so well formulated and packaged and everything that I'm really glad that Nikkie chose to collaborate with them for this, because their eyeshadow palettes are some of the best out there. Obviously we have the palette, which is just, I'm so excited. And I also was lucky enough that I got one of the wee pop sockets for your phone, which I've yet to put on my phone, but I will, because I've actually been looking for one. So there you go, killing two birds with one stone, like an eyeshadow palette and a pop socket. Anyway, so obviously they have the ingredients on the side, which does say on the box, some colours contain pigments which according to US law may not be suitable for use in the eye area. Now this is very common in pressed pigment palettes, especially for darker shades like reds and purples. So it may mean that your eyelids stain. The best way to get about that is by making sure that you use a primer, and that in turn will make your eyeshadow pay off better. But it is listed there, so I just want to bring that to everyone's attention. If you get a palette like this, or you get this palette, or you get a pressed pigment palette, do look for the ingredients, because they do sometimes say that they're not suitable for around the eye area, but you usually are fine. They just have to put it on as a precaution. Obviously the palette comes in bubble wrap, as you would expect. If it didn't, I would not be happy. And then this is the outside. A really nice weight to it as well, like it feels sturdy, it doesn't feel like it's going to snap in your hand, and also it's compact, so if you want to travel with this then you absolutely can. So then within the box as well you also get a wee card like this, which I think is so clever. This is a list of all of the eyeshadow shades in the palette, and it also has on it like wee illustrations of the best way to apply the shades, like all the different shades, which I think is so smart. So I know the best way to apply these products, and the best way that I would get a good pigment out of them and a good use out of them. Some people don't, and so I think that's a really smart move to do this. There you have, that is what the inside of the palette looks like, and I mean, just look at it. Let's just take a minute. Colour wise, there isn't a stone left unturned. I honestly don't think the camera will pick up just how gorgeous all these shimmers are. in particular, this one right here called Pride, which honestly, like when I opened the palette the other day and I like looked at it and it was like in the sunshine, I was like, it's so pretty. It's one of those palettes that I just look at and think, this makes my makeup heart happy. So the palette contains 20 shades and you're getting this entire thing for £25. So as far as eyeshadows go, this is a very reasonably priced palette. Without even like looking at quality or anything, it is a very reasonably priced palette because, I mean, how many is that? 25 divided by 20? 250. 125. That's 125 per eyeshadow. Some brands charge like £6 for a single eyeshadow. That is probably half the pan size. So, and then obviously you have to think about packaging and stuff like that. So this is extremely reasonably priced. In true Nikkie style, because I want to do her proud. I mean, she'll never see this video, but I want to do her proud. So in true Nikkie style, I am going to do one eye kind of more natural. I'm going to try and do like a classic Nikkie, like smoky, warm brown glam eye, like she always does. And then the other eye, I'm going to do super colourful. I'm going to try and utilise as many shades in the palette as I can. I might not get to them all, but I mean, I will probably use, if this palette is good, I will probably use it in a video somewhere in the near future. So I'm just going to pop off camera and prime my eyelids, and then we will be right back to start diving in to this palette, which I'm so excited about. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to do the more natural eye first. So I'm going to dip into MUA, which is a caramel nude matte. Right here, which is named after one of her wee doggies. So cute. So I'm just picking that up on a blending brush. Now I am noticing a wee tiny bit of kickback in the pan, which is totally normal for eyeshadows, especially for pressed pigments. Let's go. So it is pigmented. Didn't expect anything else. Nikkie knows her makeup. Build up nicely as well. I hate when I go to build up an eyeshadow, like once I've put a layer on the base and it just doesn't build up and it goes patchy. Worst nightmare. So I'm just going to go back in on that same brush and use some soft circular motions just to blend the edges out. I'm going to go in with this one here, which is called 5 AM, which is still a warm brown and it's a matte, but it's a bit more chocolatey. I'm going to focus this right on the outer corner. Ooh, hello there. Oh, we're going smoky today. I didn't think it would be this dark. So far, no complaints. They're blending together so lovely. So now that I've got a wee bit of a base going on, I'm going to go in with some shimmer shades. So I'm going to go in with this bottom one here first, which is called Mr. Tutorials. It's so cute. I'm going to go in with this just kind of more in the outer regions of my eye. Ooh. Well, it kind of looks greeny. And I'm also going to dip in on my ring finger. These are so soft and buttery. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with this, I mean the perfect like gold shade here, which, there we go, what's it called? All In. Going all in with All In. Okay, so this one is not picking up as well on a brush, is it? There we go, there's a wee bit. I'm going to try and put this on with a brush and then see what it looks like. And then we might go in with our fingers. Okay, no, it's actually okay. Yeah, kind of. This again kind of has more of a duochrome effect to it. It's very sparkly. I'm going to go in on my finger with this one, I think, and just go into Underground, which is kind of like a pewter. I'm just going to shove all the shimmers on my lid and see what they look like. Why not? Yeah. I think the shimmers definitely apply better with your finger. I'm noticing when I'm putting the shimmers on, there are tiny wee flakes kind of dropping off, like underneath my eyes, but it's not too much that would be noticeable. I'm going to go in with this orange shade called Redemption, which I think, and I'm just going to kind of put this on the top parts just to kind of blend it out. That's a nice orange. Oh, that's a nice orange. Obviously you could just put browns underneath, but I'm trying to use as many like colours as possible. So I'm going to go in first with this shade here called Slasher, which is like an aubergine. And it's very pretty. Again, matte, which is nice to see. Purples are very difficult to make, so this should be interesting. So I'm just going to smudge this on the outer part of my lower lash line. Okay. Okay. I did not expect that. I love that colour. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. On the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this one here, which is called Ivy, which is like a white shimmer. Like an icy white shimmer. And again, it's named after one of our wee doggos. Okay, so that one applies well with a brush as well. So there we are, that's kind of our more wearable, everyday bronze, orangey, smoky eye, with a wee pop of purple underneath, just because why not? Obviously, you don't have to put that there. But so, in Nikkie's kind of one of her promotional look for this palette, she did like a two-tone halo eye, which I've done before, but I'm going to do it today because I think it looked so much fun. It's kind of like a checkerboard kind of thing. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go in with this pink, which is like a Barbie pink, and it's called Blend and Snap. The blend and snap. Just on my inner corner. And I'm packing it on first, and then I will blend it out. Then to darken up the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this red shade, which I'm very excited about. I love a red eyeshadow. So this is called Meek. It's a very nice shade. It's actually kind of making that more of a kind of berry colour. Then for the outer corner, I'm going to go in with this. It's like an electric blue. Where is it? There it is. It's very pretty, and it's called Amsterdam. Makeup makes me happy. Da, 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 da. I'm going to go in with this one here, which is called Plot Twist. Which, now, she said in her video that she thinks this is the perfect shade to blend this out with, and I can see why she would say that. It kind of looks purple on me. Why does it look purple? I'm just kind of blending them together at the top. For the centre of my lid, I'm going to go in with this one, which is the one that when I opened the palette kind of, I'm not going to say took my breath away, I'm not going to be that dramatic, but it definitely made me excited. One with my finger, because I need this like all over my eyeball right now. I mean, what more is there to say? So for the lower lash line, what I'm going to do is invert the colours. So I'm going to do pink on the outer and blue on the inner corner. I'm kind of noticing I don't think that the pink is as pigmented as the blue. I feel like I'm having to work a bit harder to build that one up, but it's not pigmented, it's just not as pigmented as the blue. The blue is very pigmented, very in your face, which I appreciate. I go in with this one, which is called MUA Tutorials. To finish off on the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this one here called Roxy Catan. Oh my god. The perfect eyeshadow does exist. In terms of eyeshadow, that is what we have. So this is our more natural side, and this is our lovely, colourful kind of checkerboard eye, which I really like. This is quite fun. So I'm going to go off camera and finish the rest of my face, pop a liner, a lash, some blush, some highlight, and some lipstick on, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts on the NIKKIETutorials BeautyBay palette. Obviously, I think this palette is very fun and it's very Nikkie. This is exactly what I would expect her to come out with. I expected her to come out with a palette that could be used for everyday wear, whatever your everyday is, whether it's this or if it's lighter than that. And it could be used for this as well, which is just totally out of the box, colourful eyeshadow looks. That's what I expected. They are so easy to blend, they are pigmented, there's little to no fallout on the face with the mattes. With the shimmers, you do get a tiny wee bit of fallout, but it's nothing that you can't wipe away with your powder brush. Obviously they are very shiny and reflective, which is exactly what you want in a shimmer, but I don't know, there's just something about them. They just seem a bit like they've got a bit more oomph than normal shimmers do. They really are some of the best ones that I've tried, and they're all so different in the pan to what they are in your eyeshadow. I really do think you have a lot. I'm gonna go out there and say endless possibilities with this eyeshadow palette. I think it's so well thought out. There's a great range of colours in it. So for £25 you're getting 20 eyeshadows, and that £25 is being spent on 20 eyeshadows that are the quality of eyeshadows that individually probably should be about a tenner each. Technically there's like £200 worth of eyeshadows in here, and you're getting that for 25. That's an eighth of the price. So I really do think that Beauty Bay and Nikkie have knocked this one out of the park. Obviously right now this is sold out. It did sell out after it launched, unfortunately, but Beauty Bay are, well, I have seen on their social media pages that they are bringing it back. So when this comes back in stock, grab it and run. So there you have it, guys. That is my final thoughts on the NIKKIETutorials X Beauty Bay palette. I mean, I just love it. I really do. Everything that I have used is down below, as well as all of my social media accounts. If you could make sure to give me a like and a follow on them, as well as hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So I hope you enjoyed my first ever review on my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! I have like hairs all over my face today. What is happening? Oh, that was satisfying. Ow, 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 ow. It's just my dysfunctional eyeballs. Ooh, we love dysfunctional eyeballs. Shiny, shimmering shadows. Shiny, shimmering, there's alliteration for you.